Okay, here we go. I have the first couple fights of Seafloor Cavern cooked, so we are quickly going to run them. But we have one quick errand first. We pulled our bee drill last time, so I'm going to quickly go get the Mega Stone for it. Which should be nice and simple. Let me just pull it up in the cup. Okay, so cool. This will be the first time I've ever actually got a chance to do the bee drill fight, so I need to double check some stuff first. Okay, you've already got Ice Punch. Obviously we're about 30 levels over leveled for this fight, so it's rather simple, but still. I believe it's this one up here. Should probably double check that before I run into a random fight. Yeah, I believe it's up here. There we go. There it is. Okay, cool. This should be nice and simple. And it should be okay. I believe that is the correct baiting slots. So, first turn, Archeops is going to kill Volucha with a dual wing bait, which just goes through the sash. Beedrill is here just to bait a Meteor Beam, which it'll always go for, because Meteor Beam gets the extra stuff for the Power Herb. And yep, it clicks Meteor Beam, which should always be into the Medicam because Meteor Beam does not see kill into Archeops. Perfect, and obviously Medicham always lives this because it's resisted and level advantage. This brings out Gliscor. So now Rock Slide will kill Auroras even with doubles damage, and then Mega Medicham Ice Punch kills. Yeah, the only reason we had to do that sort of little bit of a delay at the start is because we needed this Gliscor to be dead before the weird deal with Intimidate in the back comes out. But that is fine. Yeah, this kills even through the Yachi berry. Perfect. Thanks. Okay, so even at -1, Dual Beat kills Wing Beat, T kills Speed Drill, and Close Combat kills Weirdia. Nice and simple. W level advantage. And Archeops is faster. Speed Drill could have protected there, but it wouldn't have changed anything. Cool. The Gastrodon last also just dies. Cool. So with that out of the way, we officially now have our Beedrillite. Lovely. Now, for the 2 fights I've got planned today, I don't actually need that yet, but I'm very sure it will be made good use of in good time. So, we can run back and we can get into the first actual fight that is actually a challenge with our permanent Aurora Veil. Okay. Seafloor Cavern. Permanent Aurora Veil. So, to start with, let's grab our first team. We're going to need Torterra. We're going to need Aggron. We need Medicham. We need... I think he's already in the team. We need Chandelure. Yeah, we need Probopass. And that's actually all we need, but we'll bring Lucario as well as sort of the best backup. This, I think, is Biscuits. So actually we need to give the Medicham like straight back to Medicham here. Then we need some berries. We need a Leper Berry on Torterra. We need a Citrus on Aggron. And actually we need to grab a flyer because we need to go and use our first scanner item. So I need a flyer. Perfect. Okay, there we go. And the the first scan item we're going to use is actually the Assault Vest. And we can head on back. Alright, okay, we grab Torterra back. Actually, no, we can't because I've got to go teach some moves. Well, a move. Of course, being permanent Aurora Veil, we need a Brick Break Mon, which means we have to head to Morville and teach that. So we need to teach Brick Break to Medicham. And we'll use that in our flex slot. We don't need Ice Punch for this battle. Let me double check the other move. I need... Good, already got that. So if we go here, we can give our Assault Vest to Probopass, and we also need to level Probopass up to 89. Perfect. And with that, I think now we are ready to jump into the first fight of Seafloor Cavern. Okay. Okay, here we go. And here we are in Seafloor Cavern. Thank you, thank you. Let me just do my final check. So Torterra with a Lappa Berry, Agron's got a Citrus, Medicham has a Megastone, Brick Break, Probopass has Assault Vest and is level 89, Chandelure has no item and has Embargo. Okay, cool. Okay. Here we go. Okay, so to start with, we are starting with Torterra against Kingdra. This is Sniper, Scope Lens, Focus Energy. Obviously hard to one-shot with the Veil. We're kind of going to not really care about that. and we are just going to. Oh, and we got the freeze. Okay. Known bug, sometimes the game just freezes when you start a fight in here. That's why we save. Okay, come on. Okay, here we go. So this thing has Draco media, and that's its highest damage move, so it's just going to start clicking that and lowering its own special attack, and we're just going to click Synthesis. Because that's the most damage it can ever do. Same time, we're just going to also start clicking some moves, and we're going to basically slowly chip this thing down. We're going to ignore the Aurora Veil, and we're just going to leave it up for now. We'll deal with it later. So this thing's now -6, so it's going to be doing basically no damage. Now, a max roll of Draco Media now is only 43, so really can't do much. We're just going to start slowly chipping it down with Earthquakes. Yeah, the key thing here is just as long as we are above 100 HP, which we're going to very easily be. I'll synth up once more just to be high HP in case it's needed later, but I don't think it is. And one more will do. Perfect. So this is going to bait in Honchcrow is going to be cooking Brave Bird. Technically, it doesn't always see a kill right now. Minimum roll of Brave Bird is actually 252, which I just sort of panicked and thinking it might have been able to substitute here, but it can't because I've got Growl, and Growl is a sound move, so it can't click substitute. This is always Brave Bird. We are going to pivot into Aggron. Aggron obviously 4 times resists, and it doesn't take too much. And with that little bit of chip, we are now under 216, which means we are now always baiting a superpower. So we are going to swap into Medicham on the superpower. And this is Super Luck Scope Lens, so it's super likely to crit with all of its moves. Oh, that one actually wasn't a crit, I thought it was. Anyway, so now with its dropped defense and the fact that Brick Break deals full damage, this Brick Break we can now Mega Evolve, become faster, and kill with Brick Break, which breaks the screens. Okay, cool. This is now going to bait in Crobat for Air Slash. So we are going to swap into our Assault Vest Probopass, which Crobat can barely touch. Importantly, also, it's always going to be going for, well, it can actually Nasty Plot here. If it does that, that's actually just fine. We're just going to 2-shot it with Power Gem. Nasty Plot, that's fine. because Power Gem always 2 shots, even when you account for the Giga Drain healing, which is also then offset by its Life Orb anyway, so we always 2-shot here. And with our Assault Vest reducing that damage, it means we are now going to bait in the Quick Claw Executor, but it can now only go for low kick, can't go for Wood Hammer. Perfect. So Executor comes in, and we can switch into Chandelure on this low kick, which will obviously deal nothing. This Executor has a Quick Claw, obviously, which is quite annoying. So what we are going to do is we are going to click Embargo. This means it won't be able to use this Quick Claw anymore, and because we are holding no item, a crit knockoff can never kill us. Perfect, so that does that. So this will now be random move, I think. Yeah, it's almost certainly knockoff, but there are a few high rolls of Wood Hammer it can click. That is fine. Either way, we are going to be swapping into Aggron. If it knocks off our Citrus Berry, we don't care, it's just a Citrus Berry. That's just in case we got a crit Wood Hammer. This now means we are baiting only a low kick again. And on this only low kick, we can swap back into Mega Medicham. Embargo lasts for 5 turns, so we've still got another 2 turns now. And we can simply sweep the rest of the fight with 3 close combats. Because we are now faster than this, it can't get a Quick Claw. We are faster than Magnezone, and we are faster than Gorbis, and we outspeed and kill them both with close combat. And this Magnezone is Magnet Pull, it's not sturdy. None of them have any priority moves or sash or anything like that, so yeah, Mega Medicham is good. Yeah, I have a feeling I'm going to be using it a decent amount for this stretch of the game, especially with no Shifu. And that is the first fight down. And it is time for the demon, that is Seafloor Cavern Grunt 2. Oh, that's right, I don't have a flyer. Okay, that's fine. Just hug the wall, stay out of the path of any optionals. Okay. Yeah, that fight was pretty tame, really. I think there was technically some fiction where, like, triple max roll crit into Probopass got me into just baiting a Wood Hammer, which obviously was then really bad, but that was also one of the reasons why I had Lucario. It was so I could sort of do a bit of a pivot thing there that would have saved the line. But yeah, it was supreme fiction. Okay, so items back. I do also find it kind of funny that my first use of the scanner item is Assault Vest. Okay, now let me get the team ready for this. Okay. Another absolute demon fight. There is definitely a decent amount of risk on this one. I think at some point we're just going to be risking crits, which isn't ideal, but what can you do? So, the team I need is Torterra, Salazzle, Aggron, Archeops, Metagross, and Pidgeot. Should need to heal up, make sure I heal up first. This line might be a bit familiar to start with, because we're going with a not uncommon opening. First need to do some candying. Everything needs to be up to 89 for this. Make sure I've updated that in the calc. Yes, I have. Perfect. So, I need Pidgeotites. I need quite a few berries. I need a citrus berry on Metagross. I need an Ayapapa berry on Torterra. And I need an Agua berry on Salazzle. Well, yep, that's correct. They're the ones that I have the most of that won't confuse them. Perfect. And then I need one more item. I need a hard stone. Where's my hard stone? There it is. Yeah, I need hard stone on Archeops. And that's it. Then I need some free damage. So I need three bits of pre-damage or status. I need... So yeah, there we go. I need Torterra at 168 HP. Perfect. I need Aggron at 221. Perfect. And I need Pidgeot burned. Perfect. And then we need to go and teach Brick Break, which is something we will be doing a fair bit for this. I think we'll be relying on Brick Break quite a lot, because I've had a bit of a look. I don't have many mons that I can actually teach Defog to. In this one, we are going to be teaching it to Aggron. We can use our Flex slot. Just update my calc so I don't miscalc it. Perfect. Okay, and with that we can jump into the fight. Yeah, we can get ready and go into this absolute demon. Okay. On. And here is Grunt 2. Make sure to save, do final check. Thank you, thank you. I'm definitely going to need a little bit if I want to get out deathless. This fight was annoying. I spent a lot of time and I found a really, really cool line and I was about to run it. And then I went back over my notes and realized I'd planned the entire fight with 7 mons. And that obviously doesn't work. So had to recook completely. And now we're at this. There was some... I considered... What was I considering? I was considering something that changed the order. Oh. The thing I found that I was really annoyed about was the fact that my Galvantula is minimum defensive bulk. Because if my Galvantula was like even just average bulk, then it would be able to live a crit Earthquake from Gyarados, and because mine's unnerved, it would be able to kill the Gyarados instead of Archeops here with Bulk Switch, which then just makes the rest fine. So, but unfortunately, because mine is literally, it's a minus defense nature, it's 1 HP IV and it's 7 defense IV, it just dies to a crit Earthquake, and I didn't want to risk that. And I'm not spending a scale on Galvantula, that's for sure. Yeah, I saw the 7-mon E4 thing in PK, although obviously that's switching out a mon between fights, so it's slightly different to planning 7 mons into one fight. Yeah, I think it's unnerved Galvantula nuking Black Berry guys is nice, but, you know, hitting Compound Eyes Thunder just seems nicer, I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter, I'm not running that line, so we're just going to have to send this. Anyway, I was doing my final check. So Torterra is 168 HP with an Ayapapa Berry. Slazzle is an Agua Berry, it's fine. Aggron is 221 and with Brick Break. Archeops has a Hardstone. Metagross has a Citrus. Yep, that's fine. And you have Pidgeot and you're burnt. Okay, come on, here we go. Okay. Here we go. Okay, so opens with Swampert with Stealth Rocks, and obviously Aurora Veil is up. I don't want to deal with Stealth Rocks, so with the pre-damage on Flotera, it's always going for a fast kill with Avalanche over the Stealth Rock. We are going to swap into Salazzle and Encore it. There is fiction that Salazzle loses this matchup. Basically, there are some rolls of crit that will kill me before my berry activates. So we just have to dodge those specific rolls that get us into that range. But to start with, we just got to click Encore and not worry about it. And now we click Toxic. This is a relatively classic opening for this fight. Although unfortunately I do not have a Alolan Sandslash to do the really good opening because I sacked my Alolan Sandslash to Lilycoat Rival. Which is fine. This turn we just need to waste another turn. We'll just click Toxic again. We don't want to damage this. Because we need to refresh our Encore, which we can do here. Oh, and I think we are at the absolute worst HP range we could possibly be at. We are 3 HP above our berry activating. So this can now kill us with nearly every crit roll. There are 13 out of the 16 crit rolls kill here, so we just have to dodge those. Come on, dodge crit please. Oh, thank you. Oh, I really did not want to lose Salazzle here. But Salazzle is the GOAT. Okay, now with Encore refreshed, we can swap into Aggron. We needed just a little bit of pre-damage here. That doesn't matter because we're going to take this one and then we're going to take another Avalanche here after this Crit Break because this Crit Break can never crit kill. Even if it crits, it won't kill. There we go. So we take a boosted Avalanche here, and that is enough that now it will always, now Gyarados will always see a kill with Earthquake now. And actually, those two Avalanches both min-rolled because we are on exactly 180, which is the min-roll of Earthquake into Gyarados. So we just got double min-rolled there. So that pre-damage was very important. Because otherwise it could Dragon Dance here, and if it Dragon Danced, we were just absolutely trucking. So, this is now guaranteed Earthquake, can never be Waterfall, can never be Ice Fang, and it can never Dragon Dance now. We can swap for free into Archeops. Perfect, we take nothing, and with a Hard Stone, Rock Slide just kills. This baits in Haxorus for the first slow kill, because we're faster than everything. This is actually random move. It is most likely Iron Tail, but there is overlap with Outrage and Aqua Tail as well. The important thing though is never Dragon Dance. And we can just go into Metagross, which has a very good, it's one of the few Pokemon that can actually like safely 1v1 this Haxorus, and it misses an Iron Tail anyway, because also we're Clear Body, we can't get Defense Drop there if it had hit. That's perfect. So now we just click Ice Punch twice. It can Dragon Dance here, but that's actually completely fine. A Dragon Dance there is actually less damage than 2 Outrages, so it's actually completely fine to do that there. Yeah, and that's actually perfect. It can also Aqua Tail again. Aqua Tail is the same damage as Outrage. And now, what HP are we at? That's actually a very good HP to be at. So now we are baiting in Roserade. Roserade just sees kill with HP fire. I am? Yeah. Anyway. So Roserade just sees a kill, so it is going to be going, but it only sees a kill with a couple of rolls, so it could also go for Sleep Powder. If it goes for Sleep Powder, that would actually be really, really good. So right now we are swapping into our pre-burned Mega Pidgeot. This is a Bright Powder Roserade. Okay, it does go for the Hidden Powder, that's okay, I just don't want this crit. Okay, that's should be fine. Because now we Mega Evolve, we're faster, and we kill with our No Guard Hurricane. Okay, good. Okay, so very good that didn't crit, because with that not critting, it means we're always out of range of Crunch and Aqua Jet from the Bruxis that's about to come in. So this is always going to be Aqua Tail or Psychic Fangs, which are Mark. What? Why is this Mark? Hang on. What? Why is this Mark? Oh, because we're faster than Bruxis, right? Okay. Is that fine? This is not ideal. Because this is now... Actually, this is completely fine. I think. I think we're completely fine here. Okay. Because this sees a kill with Focus Punch. It does see a kill with one roll of Poison Jab though. Okay, so as long as this doesn't see the one roll of Poison Jab that kills, this is fine. Because we've got No Guard, we can hit through Bright Powder, it can't get the Focus Punch off. So we just, yeah, okay, cool. It goes to Focus Punch. We Hurricane. Perfect. Okay, and we get our second Hurricane off, and Hurricane always 2 shots there. See, it did go for Poison Jab that time, but again, that's fine. What? Annoyingly though, this now can be Crunch from Bruxish, and Crunch from Bruxish is not good. Because a Crunch from Bruxish doesn't trigger the Berry on Torterra, we need to trigger the Berry. For now, we just go to Torterra. It's still a 2. It's actually slightly better than 2 and 3 because it's only some Crunch rolls that see kill here. Only 7 rolls of Crunch see kill. So we're just going to go into Torterra and hope this is an Aqua Tail or a Psychic Fangs. Perfect. And we're fine now. Because that is always enough damage that it'll trigger our Berry. And the max it can do with an Aqua Tail is 130. We always heal more than that with a Synthesis, so we can just Synthesis until it deals enough Life Orb damage to itself that we can kill it with an Earthquake. And we're through. That went very well, actually. I think my problem was I was looking at base Pidgeot into Bruxish, which is still 1 point slower, but obviously Mega Pidgeot's a lot faster than that. So, because then, like, my plan was Torterra was going to kill this, and then Muck would come out last. Because it's last, it can't explode, so I was going to use Torterra just to growl it down a bit, and then just risk a crit on someone to get Aggron in to Smart Strike it down. I think that's enough, but I'll just go one more because I don't need a save synthesis or anything now. Yeah, that was dead. I think I could have actually done it last turn even. But that's fine. Where max Earthquake does enough damage now, and we can just kill it. Cool. No, that went super well. Although I really should have seen that it was going to be coming out first. But, oh well. Doesn't matter. Perfect. Now we can head out. Okay. Can even fly back this time. Okay, and there we go. Demon down. Yeah, yeah, no. Yeah, I've seen the calcs that tell the order properly like that. But yeah, honestly, I should have just actually seen that that was the order. It was kind of stupid. But anyway, that's okay. But that's actually all I have planned for now. I've already spent a couple hours looking at the gauntlet, and it's not looking good at all. Like it's looking real rough. Not having Urshifu for this gauntlet is quite bad because it does very well into a lot of things. I'm sure I'll find a lion. I'm already looking at things like I'm already looking at scaling my nature on Beedrill because there's no way I'm going to leave it as modest. So I'm already looking at adamant Beedrill calcs because they're always fun. But yeah, anyway, that is all I will do today. Just a quick one. I'll keep looking for different lines for that, and hopefully find something for next time, whatever that might be, and however many hours that's going to take. So, thanks for tuning in, and see you next time.